In this video we are going for a coffee in an electric car, and this is not just any electric car, this is the original IONIQ. For some of you this might look like a hybrid because it was sold as a hybrid in your country. In Norway it was barely sold as a hybrid. Most of them are battery electric, so just for the sake of causing no confusion, this is a battery electric car, and it's honestly pretty amazing. Not this exact model, you should go for the one with the smaller battery. This one is the one with the large battery, and I'll explain why you should go for the one with the small battery very soon, but I thought we should just take the car for a coffee run. Let's jump inside. So this car has been driven 150,000 kilometers, that's about 90,000 miles, I believe, which is quite a lot with a car of this range. And of course this is the facelift model, it's a 2020 model. You could get this from 2016, I believe, that's the earliest one, and then they facelifted the one in 2020, so this is an early facelift car with a larger battery. Let's turn the car on because it does have a start-stop button, and it will beep at you if you don't turn off the car before leaving. So what's interesting here is that we have a cooled seat, which is fantastic. I didn't believe you could get a cooled seat at this price point. That's just absolutely fantastic. We have a heated steering wheel, we have a pretty large screen, and it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless I believe. We have two 12-volt sockets, which is fantastic. We have a wireless phone charger, and honestly, what more can you ask for in a car like this? It has an amazing amount of equipment. Something also a little bit unique is the regen pedals, so you can get more regen or less regen. There is no one pedal driving, but we do have auto hold, which I do like to have enabled. And yeah, honestly, the amount of equipment you get on this one at this price point, yeah, and the sound system isn't too bad either, and memory seats, everything you need in the IONIQ. And yeah, there is even more special things about the car that I'll explain as we drive along. We are parked and we are going to the coffee shop. And what more can I mention about this car while it's here? Well, the sound system is actually surprisingly good. I was just listening to some metal and it felt pretty good in this car, I would say. There are cars that have way worse sound system, like new cars. So of course this one has the top of the line system that's called Infinity, I believe, or something, but it's okay, and the bass is nice. So quite happy with that. Of course, the cool thing about this car is that it's super efficient. So if you are into like cost optimizing everything in your life, this is a cheap car to buy, and it's a cheap car to operate because it is so incredibly efficient. No, it's not powerful or anything, but that's not what you need with the car. It drives good. It has an efficient permanent magnet motor in the front. I'll go through the specifications a little bit later, but now I need a coffee. Look, there is a competitor, the Kia Soul. Also, every Kia Soul in Norway is battery electric. So for me, it's weird to get to another country and then I see like a Kia Soul and it's not battery electric. I'm like, what's going on? Would you look at that? Another IONIQ, but I believe that's the earlier one, right? Before the facelift. So he has the better, faster charging battery. That's it was a very popular car in Norway, this one, a few years ago. Just incredible value for what you get, and operating costs are so low, so efficient, and it looks kind of like a normal car, at least a normal IONIQ, and it has a ton of space. What's not to like? There is a Seeker X coming up. The Seeker X is such a great little car. It's the sister car to the Volvo EX30, so basically the same car, and there is an e-Golf, which is also a competitor to this car because it's of course a front-wheel drive, cheaper on the used market electric car, and the e-Golf is also amazing. I got myself a coffee, which is 90% milk. And I think we're ready to go, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about this fantastic machine of a car. So to start it, you just press the brake pedal and you press the start button, and you are ready to go. Okay, let's take a look at the specifications. So again, this is the large battery model. And oh, of course, I need to turn off the car. That's one issue I have with the car. You need to turn it off. But this is the 38 kilowatt hour version, which is the large battery, and unfortunately it charges really slowly compared to the one with the smaller battery. With one with 28 kilowatt hours, you are actually charging from 10 to 80% in 19 minutes, which is absolutely fantastic. This one is closer to like 45-50 minutes, because the peak charging speed is around 46-47 kilowatts. That's what I have gotten, at least on this car. So the charging performance of the big battery is so bad compared to the small battery that if you just have one charging stop on your journey, the small battery version will be faster overall, because the road trip speed will be low. So even though this one has more range, you can get your destination faster with the one with less range, which is quite interesting. We have seen this with some other cars. The one with the smaller battery has a peak charging speed of 70 kilowatts, and the car is also usually cheaper because it's older, has less range, so it's the better deal overall, and the one I recommend. This specific car is a little bit beat up, like you can see here. You can see some rust because, of course, the car has steel panels. The charging port of this car is actually in the correct position for Tesla superchargers, and this one is compatible with charging on Tesla superchargers, so that's a major benefit here in Europe, at least. All of them are front-wheel drive. This one has about 100 kilowatts on the front, which I guess is 136 horsepower. The older one is a little bit slower, but both of them are very slow, I would say, compared to modern cars. One benefit of this kind of car form factor, when we compare it to, for example, a BMW i3, is that it's a true 5-seater, and it also has a ton of space. Manual, rear hatch, and that's completely fine at the price point, of course. And here you can see space. Unfortunately, you have this transmission tunnel, or transmission tunnel, and that's because, of course, this is a platform that's also used by the hybrid car and the petrol car in some markets. So this is a very versatile platform, and it's incredible that it made it so incredibly efficient, even though it's a hybrid platform. Absolutely fantastic, but this does take away a little bit of the space for the middle rear passenger. That was just a quick coffee run and walkthrough of the IONIQ. It's incredibly efficient. The 28 kilowatt hour version, which is the cheapest one, has just such a good price on the used market. And again, the range is kind of bad, but it charges so incredibly well. 70 kilowatts on a 28 kilowatt hour pack, that's more than 2C, and the charging curve is flat, so you can get to your destination pretty fast. In Europe, it's compatible with the Tesla superchargers and a bunch of other chargers, of course, so you can get your destination. It is a CCS port, which is fantastic, and it has a ton of amenities. A okay driver assistance system, so you can have lane holding, for example, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, and honestly, everything that you would wish for. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. It's the perfect run around town, and even a little bit of a long distance car with a ton of space.